Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Livestreaming the America here on Talking with Famous People. Today on Livestreaming the America, I've made some predictions about what I'm going to talk about. And the first of my predicted subjects is politics. I don't want to particularly rant about politics today, but I do want to talk a little bit about the Democratic nominee for president. That is to say, Clinton and Bernie Sanders. And what I want to say about them in particular is that I think that Hillary Clinton displays what's wrong with government. And I think Bernie Sanders displays what's wrong with government in a less offensive way. Hillary, I think we need to remember when we're talking about politicians in general. They're motivated necessarily by their own reasons. Those reasons may be noble or ignoble. They may be petty or grand. It doesn't matter a great deal. Hillary wants to see herself as a successful person. She's an achiever. Obviously, she wants this bad. It's very competitive. But I don't think she's going to get it. I just don't think so. I think Obama's victory was indicative of the limits of the establishment's ability to control things. When I say the establishment, I mean the party leaders. The party leaders are very much in control of political stuff. There are outliers, of course. But it's structured to the system is structured to dismiss candidates as too out there, not viable, or whatever else. When I become officially a candidate, I start running, which I plan to do I don't know, maybe probably start around January 2017, I would guess. Or maybe June 2017 would be fine. One expects, of course, there to be a consideration of how popular the existing president is into whether one is going to have be able to make more headway or less. But one of the reasons why I want to run for president, and one of the strategies I have is I want to challenge those mechanisms of exclusion that are in place. And I want to do that by getting checked by the FEC and then taking them to court. Because there are archaic rules in place about, like, if I were to, you can't have like a show, probably even on YouTube, I'm assuming, if you want to run for president. So Stephen Colbert ran it that probably, tried to run for president. He wasn't really serious in the first place. I'm serious. I'm willing to go one term. I will only serve one term. Tell you that right at the outset. I'll follow through on it too. I don't want the job for 2 terms. No, thank you. But I'll do my best during the 1 term. And I'm going to continue talking like I am going to be president until I am president. Because the country needs me. That's why. I am a pragmatist and a libertarian. Or at least, I favor liberty. I favor nonviolence. I favor reducing use of force. And my intent is to help the country by getting rid of a number of cancerous growths that have erupted on the body of the nation. The cancers are stealing the vitality from the country. And it's not acceptable. So if you're under 30, and I give you a choice, do you want to save for your own retirement or not, as you see fit? Or do you want to be forced to give the government a large amount of money every month to save it for you for retirement, so that when you retire 50 years from now, you'll have something to live on? That's the current setup. If you're older, we're going to wean Social Security. So it's not, if you've been paying in your whole life, you're going to get payouts. But we are going to end this farce. It has to be ended. The world no longer supports any such notion. I'm 45. I don't know how much I paid into Social Security so far. A lot, I guess. But I'm not going to retire. I'm going to die eventually. I might become disabled or sick or that sort of thing. And if that happens, having paid into it, I'd hope to get back something equivalent to what I paid into it. I won't ever pay that much back. But that's okay. What I will do is save the next generation from this sort of violation. It's a violation. When someone comes to you and says, you can't take care of yourself, you can't make your own decisions, you're not smart enough to save for your retirement, I'm going to take from you, with you having no choice but to give it to us, a large amount of money every month, and I'll save it for you, and then later I'll give it back to you. No. No, mommy. Sorry. That's not acceptable. We cannot allow ourselves to be treated like that. We just can't. It doesn't make any sense. Now I want to go on to the second topic today, which is SI and cleaning up. I'm talking for a while now in a attentive fashion to the camera and everything. I probably, or might anyway, continue live streaming as I proceed through my activities that I need to attend to. I don't know. I'm split on this. And that's why I want to talk some about the medium of live streaming. So one of the key distinctions between live streaming and not live streaming is that there is no editing that's going to go on because it's done. There's no second takes. I don't necessarily do a lot of editing. I do some sometimes. But what I do more of is second takes. And I'm not going to obviously be getting any second takes of this because it's live streaming. Now, it's weird how even distinctions in a medium like this change expectations of the viewer and thus achieve according to different criteria. So that if I were to make this in a non-live stream fashion, people would go in with an expectation of a higher quality appearance to the video and of more either scripting or outlining or general focus, directionality, and being on point, on task. I'm trying to be fairly on point, on task in this particular live stream because I am executing a little roadmap. I said going in what I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I said it at the outset of the video, but I put it in the description of the video. So the second of the things is this medium of live streaming. And as as these media continue to evolve, as they get used by people, as individuals join the democratic push towards an ecosystem of time objects that is more diverse, that's it's hugely diverse, that's as diverse as the population that comprises it. And that's not ever been the case before in human history. We've always had a limited number of people having access to the time object repository, to getting stuff into it. Everybody, in varying degrees, people had access to getting stuff out of it, but not into it. So here we are in the future, where I get to catalog all these thoughts, and I get to understand things so much better than I used to, so quickly. Why so quickly? Well, because the more you're engaging with other people's ideas and conversations and going back and forth and engaging in clash and all that kind of stuff, the clearer your understanding becomes, unavoidably. If you're an NT. how this is going to work for F's. It's striking the difference. Dealing with Abraham is an exercise in typology. He is so feelings focused, and that means he wants to convert his time objects into this means this because that emotion was displayed. And he's got a really, he has a complex understanding of human behavior that's linked to that. But it works really well in general. He reads people really well. But it works really poorly with me because I actually mean exactly what I say and not whatever emotion it is I'm expressing. Nothing is irrelevant. It's not what I might say the same thing in 2 or 3 different ways, but I mean the same thing no matter which way I say it if the differentiation is on an emotional thing. Like, if if I'm in a certain mood and I'm like, hey, Bram, can you please blah, 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 attend to this thing right here? And you're doing such a great job. I'm so happy. And the next day I might be like, the same exact situation, be like, Aaron, why the fuck didn't you get it? We get the goddamn thing done? You know, it's like, hey, dude, if you don't get it done, like that. I mean the exact same thing both times. It doesn't matter what my emotion is. It's not relevant. The point is, get this shit done. Who cares if I'm mad or not mad? Who cares? The thing is, like, Abraham he'll tell me a story and want me to look at his face because he's demonstrating the emotion of the other person. But, I mean, there's nothing you do with that. Yep, that's how that person felt. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. So I prefer to just listen to him. I like to listen to him. And I get everything I'm going to get out of his stories by listening to his stories. I find faces and facial expressions distracting, and not just distracting, but revealing of something I don't want to see. Like, what I mean by that is, you see people's inauthenticity sometimes, or authentic discomfort, or occasionally something even worse, like the sickly sweet pleasure of cruelty or something. I don't like to see those things. And it's also one of the things, if it's a positive thing I'm seeing, like somebody laughing, I'll look for a little bit and then I'll look away and I'll just listen. And I think it might be because I feel as though to look upon it is to disturb it somehow, to draw attention to it, make it less natural. I think that's a good explanation. What time is it? 10:22. I really do have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm gonna play a song though. See how that comes out. Play a guitar song here. We're practicing it, refining it. I put up a rough one the other day. This will be rough too because it's coming through the same bad mic. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll play a little set here. Yeah, I think I'll play a 2-song set. 2-song set? Eric, that's huge. It's a huge set. I know. All right. Here's the first song in the 2-song set. It's called Chinese Woman. Gonna do the logical thing, marry me a Chinese woman. Gonna find one who was born in China. See, I'm a businessman who runs our business for little Chinese boys and girls, all the way up from grade 4, and she could fill an important need by taking herself in Chinese to all those parents, convincing them to give me all their money. That would be very efficient, don't you think? Also, the racial stereotypes are to be believed. They're organized. They'll keep track of the numbers for you and say, please won't you go and do what you gotta do, and I'll help you. Somebody's got to pay the bills. Don't mean make the money, I mean pay the bills. Somebody's got to say, hey Eric, don't you have that thing today? Google Calendar isn't naggy enough. I'll forget it half the time, and then I'll get in trouble with my mind because there's no one left to yell at me. Okay, so that was called Chinese Woman. All 0 viewers got to see it. But you know what? It's okay. And you know why? Because this is not just a live broadcast. It goes into the archive. That's right. Here's the second song in my 2-song set. Compton! Fucking Compton. Compton! Every life lived reaches a time when the road splits in two. There are times, hard times, times of despair, times when it's hard to feel good. That's when you'll see that sack of solvency and that satchel of helpful goods. 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 One more verse. Every life blue reaches a time when the road reaches an end. There are times, dark times, times of despair. Times when it's hard to feel good. That's when you'll reach for that sack of solvency and that satchel of help. Hi, Delilah.
Okay.
Would you like a satchel of helpful goods?
Yeah, I would actually. My stomach hurts so bad.
What's wrong with it?
I think it's just cramps.
Cramps, huh? Maybe you shouldn't have exercised right after drinking all that water.
Yeah. Oh no.
Those nails are so pretty.
You're wrong. But look, do you see the little waterfall of glitter?
Waterfalls of glitter. Oh my gosh. That is adorbs.
So then, anyways, I came here.
Can you turn off the overhead light though? Or else Metasoap's gonna yell at us.
Which light? That one?
Yeah. Take the light.
Yeah. Okay, so then I just came here to say that I have to go to the store just get like toothpaste and like toilet paper. And then when I go to the store, can I get out $40 for the limo thingy? The prom tomorrow? Did I show you my prom dress?
Isn't that already right? Candy check for like $250 for prom?
That was like for the prom dress and the makeup because the dress was $180, makeup was $160, shoes were $40. So and then
Okay, fine.
thanks. And then nails were another $40. But what was I gonna say? I don't even know if I showed you my prom dress yet, did I? But I'll show you a picture of it. But what was I gonna say? I don't think I'm gonna stop by here when I'm like completely ready and stuff. But
When is it, right?
No, tomorrow. Because today's senior district, it's Friday. It's today for prom. And then tomorrow.
That's why I'm ditching too.
But tomorrow, if you want to see me dressed up and stuff, I'm gonna be at Candace's house. Maybe I'll stop by. It depends how much time we have before we have to take pictures. Because we're taking pictures at like 5. And if I'm back in time.
Where are you taking pictures?
Arlington.
Arlington Coat Factory?
Well, that's Burlington.
Oh.
But Arlington is like some park. It's like 15 minutes away from here.
I know where Arlington Park is. I went there. That's where I filmed Muriel's World of Whimsy.
How far is that from here? Like 20 minutes?
It's right. It's not. Yeah, it's not that far.
Where is it?
It's right where the 210 splits the 134 and the 210, and then there's that one freeway that goes down here and gets off onto those turns in the streets.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's where it is, right there. Right where this road turns in the streets.
What city is that in?
Posada.
Oh, okay. Cool, that's not bad, is it?
Wait, don't go yet.
Okay, Graham, I want to pay. Can I have your wallet?
No, don't go yet. I want to talk to you about the logistics that I may end up going with you. I need to run a couple errands this quick one together. I'll go to the bank. Then we'll
right here. I thought you meant to take pictures of prom.
No.
Yeah.
I need to bring the store.
Okay. But I don't want to go into another errands because my stomach hurts really bad. And I have to get my eyebrows done afterwards. That's why I was just going to go to the store.
Oh, listen. Here's the thing, Delilah. I want to go to the bank first before we go to the door. With some money. I don't want to go through the other account. So, if your stomach can handle going to the store and getting your eyebrows done, you can handle going to the bank with me too.
Okay, fine. But the thing is, I'm going to take several cars because I'm going to get my eyebrows done right after I go to the store.
Delilah, the store's right there. Our house is right here. So after the store, I can take you back here, you get your car, and you can go to eyebrow.
Okay, well, I was going to Target, and the eyebrow place left by Target. The reason I was going to Target is I need to get something to have my dress for prom. That's Why?
I don't want to start. What are you gonna get there?
It's called Spanx.
Spanx? I can spank you right now.
No, it's for men.
Isn't that supposed to make for people who make them skinnier?
No, and I'm not talking about when it's recording. Is it live?
It's
Are
live
you
streaming.
live
You're live
streaming?
streaming too.
No. Is anyone actually watching this?
No, I have 0 viewers.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter because it's actually just a quick and easy way to get videos up. Because as soon as you're done live streaming, it goes straight to the listed on the YouTube page. I gotta poop before we go.
I have to rip out my uterus before we go. But anyways, so.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this then? After you rip out your uterus, we'll go to the bank and we'll come back. You go to the bank with me and then we'll come back here and I'll give you cash for the bank and you have to pay for us if you want.
Okay, can I have like 6?
I will. Yes, you'll have more than. I understand you want $40 plus money for the stuff you're gonna need to buy.
Okay. Somebody else is listening. Oh, I'm not getting Spanx to like look skinny, but I don't want to talk about why I'm getting Spanx in your live stream.
Oh, does it have to do with menstruation?
No.
I bet it has to do with menstruation.
Did I bring my phone out here? Or did I leave it in that?
I think you left it aside with your menstruation. I gotta go poop. It's time to end this broadcast on that note.